Have you ever wondered what heavenly beings truly look like? Have you ever stopped to think that the spiritual world is far more vast and complex than we can comprehend? The Bible reveals figures that go far beyond the white-winged angels we see in artwork. There are creatures that dwell in God's presence, entities that move between realms, and beings that symbolize holiness, judgment, power, and eternity. Today you're going to discover the 10 most mysterious beings in the Bible. And by the end of this video, you might never see the spiritual world the same way again. 1. The Seraphim, the burning ones in Isaiah chapter 6. The prophet has a vision of the Lord seated on a high and exalted throne. Around him are the seraphim, which means burning ones. Each has 6 wings. With 2 they cover their faces, with 2 they cover their feet, and with 2 they fly. These beings don't just fly around the throne, they cry out endlessly. Holy, holy, holy is the Lord of hosts. They are so consumed by the glory of God that they must cover their faces and feet in reverence. The seraphim represent the purity and fiery holiness of God, burning with awe before His presence. 2. The cherubim, guardians of the throne. The cherubim first appear in Genesis, guarding the entrance to Eden with a flaming sword after Adam and Eve are cast out, Genesis 3 verse 24. But in Ezekiel 10, we get a far more detailed and mysterious picture. Beings with 4 faces, that of a man, lion, ox, and eagle, and 4 wings, accompanied by radiant wheels full of eyes. They move in perfect unison, guided by the Spirit of God. These aren't the cute baby angels of medieval paintings. They are complex, powerful beings, symbolizing creation, divine authority, and spiritual vision. 3. The Ophanim, the wheels full of eyes. Also in Ezekiel, we find the incredible description of wheels within wheels, known as the Ophanim in Jewish tradition. These wheels shine like beryl and are covered with eyes all around. They move in unison with the cherubim, never turning as they move, going wherever the Spirit leads. They are seen as representations of God's eternal movement, His all-seeing presence, and His sovereignty over time and space. They are mysterious agents of divine will. 4. Melchizedek, the king without origin. In Genesis 14, a strange figure appears to Abraham. Melchizedek, king of Salem and priest of God Most High. He brings bread and wine and blesses Abraham. But in Hebrews, the New Testament reveals something astonishing. Melchizedek is described as one without father or mother, without genealogy, without beginning or end of days, resembling the Son of God. Who was Melchizedek? An angel, a divine manifestation of Christ, a human with a heavenly nature. The mystery endures. 5. The angel of the Lord, divine or angelic. Throughout the Old Testament, we see a figure called the angel of the Lord. But unlike other angels, this one speaks as God, acts as God, and is even worshipped as God. In Exodus 3, he appears to Moses in the burning bush. In Judges 13, he appears to Samson's parents, and when he leaves they say, "We shall surely die, for we have seen God." Is this a pre-incarnate appearance of Christ? A divine being with angelic form? We may not have all the answers, but His presence always marks pivotal moments in salvation history. 6. The rider on the white horse. The warrior word in Revelation 19. A majestic being rides a white horse. His eyes are like flames of fire, on his head are many crowns, and on his robe and thigh is written, King of Kings and Lord of Lords. His name is the Word of God. This is a vision of Christ in His glorified warrior form. Unlike the meek lamb, here we see the roaring Lion of Judah, leading the armies of heaven to bring judgment and righteousness upon the earth. 7. The 24 elders. Heavenly council in Revelation 4, Before the throne of God sit 24 elders, clothed in white and wearing golden crowns. They constantly fall before God's throne, casting their crowns in worship. Who are they? Do they represent the 12 patriarchs and 12 apostles? Are they spiritual beings with divine authority? One thing is clear. They are part of God's heavenly government and reflect a structured, holy realm of eternal worship and counsel. 8. Behemoth. The beast of the earth in Job 40. God describes a colossal creature named Behemoth. It eats grass like an ox, but has strength beyond compare. Its bones are like bronze tubes, and no one can tame it. Some say it's a hippopotamus. But the poetic description hints at something far more powerful, a living symbol of God's raw creative power and the untamable forces of nature under his rule. 9. Leviathan. The sea monster. Also in Job chapter 41, we meet Leviathan, a terrifying sea creature, armored with scales, breathing fire, and invincible in battle. Its mere presence spreads fear. Some believe Leviathan represents Satan or the forces of chaos. In Isaiah 27 verse 1, God promises to strike Leviathan with his sword. This mysterious being symbolizes the dark forces that only God can overcome, the hidden terrors of the deep and the power of divine justice. 10. The spirits of the four winds, invisible agents. In Zechariah 6, the prophet sees 4 chariots pulled by horses of different colors, emerging from between 2 bronze mountains. They are called the 4 spirits of heaven, sent by God to patrol the earth. These are like spiritual agents of divine judgment and order. They may be linked to the 4 horsemen of Revelation, but here they appear as cosmic enforcers, moving behind the scenes of history, executing God's decrees among the nations. These beings are more than biblical curiosities. They reveal that the spiritual world is real, structured, powerful, and above all, holy. Each one reflects an aspect of God's majesty, his judgment, mercy, glory, and supreme authority. As we contemplate these mysteries, we're not just invited to marvel, we're called to reverence. Because if such creatures dwell before the throne of God, how much more glorious must the Creator himself be? If you were blessed by this content, leave a like, share it with someone who loves deep biblical themes, and subscribe to the channel for more revelations from the Word of God. May the Lord who created heaven and earth bless you and reveal to you the secrets of his kingdom. See you in the next video.